Hello, first and second grade students. This is Mrs. Trinitza with your next library lesson. Today we're going to talk about an introduction to reference sources. These are things that you probably have not started using yet, but you definitely will. And the sooner that you understand how to use it and why you use them, it'll make it a whole lot easier for you to become good at using them and understanding them better. Okay, so an essential question, how do you find information to answer questions and solve problems? And when you want to find information, where do you look in the library? Well, how do you find information to answer questions and solve problems? Well, let's think about it. There's several things you could do. You could go to a parent or an adult that you trust, and you could ask them questions. And they could help you. Also, they might be able to help you solve a problem that you have. You could also look in a book, right? There's lots of books in the library. And to find information, answers to your questions and solve your problems. You could also go on the computer, right? We have search engines like Google where you can go in and ask questions. There's also a lot of different websites on the computer that you could go to help you out. And these are things that you need to do if you are going on a computer. Make sure that it's okay with your mom and dad and that somebody is there to help you if you ever needed to go on the computer to help you find information. And when you want to find information, where do you look in the library? Well, it is a section called the reference section. It's kind of small in our library, but in the reference section, you'll find books like dictionaries, you'll find thesauruses, you'll find encyclopedias. Sometimes you might find atlases, which is like a book of a bunch of maps. And what a dictionary does, you would look in a dictionary if you needed to find out about a word, if you needed to find out what a word means or how to spell it. A thesaurus is a reference material that you would go in if you needed to find a synonym for a word. And synonym means the same. So think about it this way. Synonym starts with an S and same starts with an S. So if you're ever looking for a word that means the same as another word, you could use a thesaurus to help you. Like if you wanted to look for a word that meant the same thing as small, well, you could look in a thesaurus and you might find something like little or miniature. If you wanted a synonym for the word big, you might find enormous or huge. Okay? Then we have an encyclopedia, which are books that you can go to, and they're also online, just like a dictionary and a thesaurus you can find online. But an encyclopedia is where you can go to find information about lots of different topics. Like if you have a project that you're doing or a report that you're doing, let's say you're doing a report on elephants, or a project on elephants, you could go to an encyclopedia and look up elephants and find out everything you probably ever wanted to know about an encyclopedia. About an elephant. Okay, so your learning intention is that you can identify various reference sources, and success is that you can name and tell how the reference sources are used. Okay, we're going to listen to this short video about the 3 different types of reference sources that we're going to talk about today: dictionary, thesauruses, and encyclopedias. So let's listen and see if we can learn a little bit more about these reference sources.
Reference Materials by Sparkly Barkley. Part 1. Dictionary, Encyclopedia, and Thesaurus. There are lots of reference materials out there to help you find information, like the dictionary, encyclopedia, atlas, thesaurus, and almanac. Today we're going to talk about dictionaries, encyclopedias, and thesaurus. The first one we're going to talk about is the dictionary. The main point of the dictionary is to find a definition or the meaning of a word. It also tells you the parts of speech, pronunciation or how to pronounce the words. They have guide words and they're in alphabetical order. Here's an example of the definition for the word share. It shows you the word, it tells you the part of speech, which is a verb, it gives you definitions and example sentences, and there's even guide words at the top of the page. The guide words tell you the first and last words on that page. The next reference material we're going to learn about is the Encyclopedia. The Encyclopedia has the most important facts about different topics. They come in what we call articles. They use headings and subheadings, charts, diagrams, pictures, captions, and labels, and they can be general or specific, and they are also in alphabetical order. Here's an example of an encyclopedia article on sharks. Notice that it has a heading at the top of the article. Throughout the article, it uses subheadings to break it down into smaller chunks. They use diagrams, charts, labels, pictures, and even captions to tell you what they're about. Encyclopedias can be general or specific. General encyclopedias cover a whole bunch of different topics. It can cover anything from animals to people to places, wars, pretty much whatever you can think of. Whereas a specific encyclopedia covers one particular topic. That could be science, like the example here, or it could be sports. It could be animal. It could be about famous people like presidents, or even plants. But whatever that topic is, that is the only type of information you will find in that encyclopedia. The next type of reference material we're going to learn about, and the last one, is the thesaurus. A thesaurus is mainly used for synonyms. Sometimes they can have antonyms. They also tell you the parts of speech, just like a dictionary, and the definitions. They use guide words, and they're in alphabetical order. Here we have an example entry in a thesaurus. The word we're looking at is nice. It tells you the part of speech, it gives you the definition, and even gives you example sentences. But it also tells you other words, which are the ones in blue: pleasant, agreeable, good-natured, delightful, and fantastic, that you can use in place of the word nice. They are synonyms for the word nice. Time to review. Today we learned about dictionaries, and their main use is to find definitions. Encyclopedias have articles with important information covering a range of topics. They're really good if you need to know key facts about a subject. The last reference source that we looked at was the Thesaurus, and we mainly use that to come up with synonyms or other words in place of commonly used words. That's all for today's reference materials. Tune in next time to learn more about an atlas and an almanac. Thanks for learning!
Okay, guys, good job. Now, when you are back in school, and we're actually back in the library, you will be able to see an example of our dictionaries and our thesauruses and our encyclopedias. And Ms. T will also show you how you can go on the computer and find a dictionary, a thesaurus, and an encyclopedia. And it's also something that mom and dad or someone who's at home with you, you guys could explore. You could go online and look for dictionaries, thesauruses, and encyclopedias. And I know one specific for encyclopedia is the World Book Encyclopedia. And if you go to our library website for Asbury, if you go to the school website, then go to the library tab, I have quick links on the library site, and one of them is to the World Book Encyclopedia, where you guys could go on there with the help of an adult and maybe take a look at it and go through and see what it's like. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, now one of the things that is really important that all three of the reference sources that we've talked about today the dictionary, the Thesaurus, the Encyclopedia, they all said they're in ABC order. So when we think of ABC order, we think of the ABCs, right? Starts with A, then it's B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z, right? So it's really important that you know how to do ABC order in order to be able to use a dictionary correctly, or be able to use an encyclopedia, or to use a thesaurus to find your information quickly. All right, so what we're going to do, this is just a little bit of a practice with ABC order. And if you want to try some extra practice when you're not listening to this lesson, mom and dad or an adult can take you to roomrecess.com, and you would be able to search up ABC order game for kids, and you should be able to practice it on your own. So let's go ahead and do first grade for ABC order, and we'll go ahead and pick red. Okay, now what our goal is to look at the first letter of each word. Okay, then we need to know our ABCs, or we can write down our ABCs on a piece of paper, or if you have like an ABC chart, or an ABC, like maybe a number line that has the ABCs on it, and you can have that in front of you to help you see your ABCs. And then you can use that to help you put these words in ABC order. So now let's think about our ABCs. If you want to stop the video for a minute or two so that you can write your ABCs down on a piece of paper, or if you already have an ABC chart or like a timeline that you can look at, then that'll be great. Something that you can look at so that you can tell what letter you're on. Okay? So like Miss T said, you're going to look at the first letter of each word. I have pen, kit, lot, we, top, bag, dad, and zip. Okay, when we think of our ABCs, what's the first letter of our alphabet? A. Good job. Now, your job is to look and see if any of these words start with the letter A, and they do not. So we can go to the next letter in the alphabet, which is the letter B. Now let's look. Do any of these words start with the letter B? Yep, we have one right here, bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that right over there. Okay, so let's keep going. A, B, C. Do I have any words that start with the letter C? No. A, B, C, D. Do I have any words that start with the letter D? I sure do, right here, dad. So I'm going to move dad up here to be my next word. Good job. So let's do our ABCs again. A, B, C, D, E. Do I have any words that start with the letter E? No, so I can keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F. Do I have any words that start with F? Nope. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Do I have any words that start with G? Nope. Good job. Let's keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Do I have any words that start with an H? Nope. Let's keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I'm looking. I don't see any that start with I. What comes after I? J. Good job. Do you see any words that start with the letter J? Nope. So let's say our ABCs again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Do I have any words that start with K? Yes, I do, right here. Kit. That's going to be my next word. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Do I have any words that start with the letter L? Yes, I do. Lot. Good job. So I'm going to move lot over here and add it to my list. See how we're making building blocks with our Legos? Excellent. Good job, guys. So let's do our ABCs and see what comes after L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Do I have a word that starts with M? Nope. Let's keep going. What comes after M? N. Good job. Do I have a word that starts with N? Nope. What comes after N? O. Do I have a word that starts with the letter O? Nope. Let's keep going. What comes after O in the ABCs? P. Let's see, do we have a word that starts with P? Yes, we do. Pen. Excellent. I'm going to move pen to my list. Good job. What comes after P? Q. Good job. Do I have any words that start with a Q? Nope. What comes after Q? R. Do I have any words that start with R? Nope. What comes after R? S. Do I have any words that start with S? Nope. What comes after S? T. Do I have any words that start with T? Yes, I do. Top. Good job. I'm going to add that to my list. What comes after T? Let's go ahead and say our ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. I don't have any words that start with U. V. I don't have any that start with a V. W. I sure do, right here. V. So I'm going to move that over here. Now, my last word is zip. And without saying the ABCs all over again, well, you can look at the ABCs that you wrote down or on your list. Does Z come after the W in your ABCs? It sure does. And Z is the last letter of the alphabet, isn't it? So we can be pretty safe to say that zip will be the last word on this list. What do you guys think? Does this list look like it's in order? I think so. I can just imagine seeing your thumbs up. Good job. So I'm going to click on done. Excellent, guys. Good job. Now, what you can do after the lesson is get mom and dad or an adult to go to roomrecess.com and find the ABC order game. And I would like for you to try this. And of course, you can try it with their help and see how high of a score you can get. How many lists can you put in the right order? Okay, guys? So that was really good practice doing ABC order. It's real important when you're using the reference materials, the dictionary, the Thesaurus, and the Encyclopedia. But I would really like to see if you guys can go on that website and do some more practice. If you're able to and you get a pretty good score, then share it with me on our library Google Classroom. Ms. T would love to see what you've learned and how much you practiced. Okay, good job. Now, also what Ms. T is going to do, I am going to hopefully have a copy of each one of these handouts, these worksheets, in the library Google Classroom along with the video. And these help you with your guide word practice. So if you remember in the video, it talked about in the dictionary, which is where you look up what a word means, or a thesaurus, which is where you look up synonyms or words that mean the same. They're both in ABC order, and so are the encyclopedias that you look up information about topics that you want to learn about. But the dictionary and the thesaurus have guide words. The words at the top, they will help you as you get older and the more you learn about it. It will help tell you whether the word you're looking for is on that page. So you will need help from mom and dad or grandma, grandpa, or an adult that lives in the house with you. And the directions are pretty easy. So for set 1, this is what I want you guys, the first grade, to do. And all it is that each gumball has a word on it. And you're going to decide if the word would go on the page where face and glass are the guide words. And if you think so, then you're going to color the gumball green. Then if you think that the word would be on a page with the guide words grab and honk, then you're going to color that gumball blue. Okay? So, and even if you're not able to print these out, you could always get your own piece of paper and you could draw gumballs all over your paper and you could write these words inside the gumballs, just like it looks here. And you can decide which set of guide words each of these words would belong to, and then color the gumball green or blue. Okay, so you can always do this on your own piece of paper if you need to. And then set 2 is for second grade. I would like for you guys to try this. Same thing. There are gumballs that have words in each one of them. But with second grade, you have 3 different sets of guide words to choose from. So when you look at the word, you're going to decide, would it go on a page with the guide words dessert and dread? Between those two? If so, you'd color your gumball red. If you think the word would go in between dream and engine, then you would color the gumball orange. And if you think that the word would go in between erupt and fresh, then you would color it yellow. And the same thing goes for second grade. If you are not able to print out this worksheet, you can get your own piece of paper, you can draw a bunch of gumballs on the paper, you can write these words inside the gumballs, and then decide which group they go in, and then color that gumball the color that goes with which group you think it belongs to. Okay? And that'll be really good guide word experience for you. So if you're able to, I would love for you to go on and practice ABC order on roomrecess.com and let me know what score that you can get. And if you are able to either print these worksheets out for guide words or make your own, I would love for you guys to take a picture and share that with me also so I can see what great work you guys are doing. All right. Good job. I hope that you've enjoyed learning about reference sources, the different reference books that you can go to look up information. And remember, these are things you can also find on your computer. You can find online dictionaries, online encyclopedias, and online thesauruses that you can use. And that would be something that you would need mom and dad or an adult in your house to help you with. Okay? All right, guys. Well, that is it. Until next time, I want you to listen to your parents, listen to your teacher, get your work done, follow directions, and if I don't talk to you before spring break, have a wonderful spring break. And if you need anything, just go on to the library Google Classroom and you can message me or you can email me and let me know, and I will help if I can. Okay, guys, excellent job. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.